Hey guys, and welcome back to TEW. If you missed the last episode, we are of course Classic Championship Wrestling. We are on the verge to getting up to tiny size. We need 17 popularity. We're currently sitting at 14 in the Northwest. We're also making our way through the Midwest with 4 popularity because times are tough. Now, if you missed our last episode, this was our show. We had Diki Osaka defeated Ray Stevens in the opening match. We had Tommy Cairo make an open challenge, which Scott Putski accepted and then went on to beat Tommy Cairo. Brian Clark just dominated Steve Deebs. We had Booker T defeat Sean Simpson. Went angle with Ole Anderson, who is becoming our sort of on-screen general manager slash booker. And then the Patriot and Lisa Moretti defeated Todd Olson and Jeannie Bisson in the main event. So that was held in the Northwest. So it is time for us to go to the Midwest for this next one. Doug Summers has 1 appearance left in his contract, which we'll probably use up now, to be honest. I think we'll use that up now. But we need to continue moving forward until we get to that date, so let's see if there's any news. Okay, well, we're just skipping through the news, and unfortunately there's been surgery complications for Jushin Thunder Liger. He's been injured, he's been troubled by a shattered elbow. They took the decision to send him surgery. However, news current of the operation was that success was deemed a failure, and that complications arose. It may have only ended up doing more damage. Oh boy, okay. Well, Jushin Thunder Liger is going to be on the sidelines for a little bit longer. Alright, here we are. We are on our show. So we did our show in the Northwest. So we now need to hold one in the Midwest. So we actually can do some locker room control. So we have a few people that don't like each other, like Chris Candido and Tommy Seabolt. Let's see if we can fix that. We could not. Okay. Well, that's good to know. What we are going to do is, of course, we have to have the Eliminators. They are our event for, or our star players for these shows. So we have Perry Saturn and John Cronus. Now, they're the heels, so on the face side, who do we want? We could have them taking on the Simpsons, I guess. Have they fought the Simpsons already? I can't remember. They have not. Okay, so let's get them up against... Actually, no, I don't want them up against the Simpsons. No. We're going to put them up against Tommy Seabolt. And we'll put them up against Adam Fleisch. Have poor chemistry and working together. Maybe we won't do that then. We'll do Tommy Seabolt and John Paul. Because we're still having the Eliminators dominate these matches. Because we're trying to make them uber popular. And Perry San. Cool. And then after this match, we will of course have Woman cut one of her amazing promos. Hyping up the Eliminators because we want them to be the top guys. Okay, now Doug Summers had 1 match left on his card. I believe he is a heel, right? He is indeed a heel, so who are we going to put him up against on this side of the country? We will do... Could do Hideki. Could do Hideki. Could do Brian Clark. Could do the Patriot. Could do the Patriot. You know who we'll have? Scott Putski. Scott Putski can beat Doug Summers. I don't trust Scott Putski's work to us, so it's going to be a storytelling match. I think that's all I really trust him with here. If we go over to this, is Jerry Lynn available? Jerry Lynn is not available tonight. That is a small issue. In that case, we are going to have, in our main event, the All-Star team of Chris Candido and Sean Morley, and they're going to take on the Simpsons. Because I think these are probably my best people here. And they're going to have a spectacle with Candido getting the win. I like that very much there. And I think that's going to be led all about by Chris Candido and Sean Morley cutting a promo with the Simpsons coming out. I think that's how we set this match up. Because that can be earlier in the show. So we'll give them 7 minutes, we will script it. And that's how we're going to open our show, I think. We can also get Ole on here, to be honest, because he is doing a lot of stuff. So we'll have Ole open the show, actually. And then sandwiched in between here, we will get the ladies wrestling. So we will get Lisa Moretti, who we're trying to boost. No, we won't. We'll have Terri Power, because we haven't used Terri for ages. Terri Power, I think she'll go up against Fantasia. And we'll get Terri a win on the column. Just like that. This is actually a very solid show. It's quite expensive because of the amount of tag matches. But I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I'm happy with it. So, start the show. Early Anderson gets a 66 rating. Gets the show off to a strong start. We'll take that with pleasure. Terri Power got a 35, Fantasia got a 39. This got the crowd hotter. Good. Okay, a 33 rating for the All-Star team, having a promo against the Simpsons. Scott Putsey beat Doug Summers. Doug Summers got 45, which is pretty good. Scott Putsey got 31. He's actually been pretty decent his two first matches. The Rise of the Eliminators. We're finally getting some decent ratings. A rating of 30 for this one, what the crowd well, using the freedom to improvise to our advantage. Okay, 39. John Grimes with the 48. He is just killing it. Perry Sam with the 42. Not too bad, not too bad. And then the All-Star team. Sean Morley got 27. Chris Candido got 37, so he was the man of the match. And the Simpsons both got 30, so they're pretty solid. Not bad, not too bad. We'll make a speech, and you know what? We will give the Simpsons their credit. Because they have been very, very good. And Ray Stevens can have a praise as well. They were pleased. They were pleased. Ray Stevens was pleased. Awesome. Let's move forward. Okay, as you can see here, Doug Summer has moved on from our company. That is all okay. Book position available in PNW. And Sabu has relocated to Japan, which makes it an issue for us bringing them in. Might not be as possible right now. Finances were £20,000 in debt, which isn't ideal. Our merch is going up per month though, which is nice. Sponsorship is going up as well, as we're getting more and more popular, which is nice. It's just this, we need to get this up. Once we get this up and we get a show going, and we can book some TV shows, that's going to be perfect for us. It's just getting there, that is the issue. But yeah, we have a nice roster, and I'm happy with all of that. It's just we need to keep pushing towards getting that event going. So let's move forward. Okay, so I was going through the news, and the Colorado Kid has just won the USWA Southern Heavyweight title. I don't know who they are, but he's quite young. He's pretty over in certain areas. And he's only £200, or $200 a show. So we're going to shortlist him, because he might be worth bringing in. He could be a good one to bring in. Put some cracking matches. Balls Mahoney, okay. Cool, cool. Yeah, he could be a good person to bring into the company. We're going to keep him on our watch list for sure. Okay, for anyone that knows, we are doing an ECW podcast. And ECW have just held a show, so shall we see what the state of ECW is in this era? The Sandman laid out JT Smith, King Koala called out Ivan Koloff, but ended up on the wrong end of a beating. Pitbulls defeated the Super Destroyers. Backstage segment, Lee Marshall interview with Salvador Bellomo. Tony Stetson defeated Jimmy Giannetti. Salvador Bellomo defeated DC Drake. Mr. Sandman defeated JT Smith to retain the heavyweight title. King Koala defeated Ivan Koloff to retain the World Television title. Okay, had a attendance of 700. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so we've just gotten to the end of the month, and there hasn't really been much news. However, we're at the halfway point of the year, so we can check out the wrestlers and so far of the year. So, rest of the year so far is Bret Hart. Company of the year so far is the World Wrestling Federation. Team of the year is the Ultimate Maniacs, so the Ultimate Warrior and Randy Savage. Match of the year so far is Macho Man Randy Savage and Roddy Piper defeat the Divinity of Ric Flair and Bret the Hitman Hart. Show of the year so far is All Japan Superpower Series 1992. Young Wrestler of the year so far is Dustin Rhodes. Veteran Wrestler of the year is, of course, Stan Hansen. Female Wrestler of the year is Toshio Yamada. Okay. Independent Wrestler of the year so far is Volano 5. And that seems to be it, though Stan Hansen did just regain the Triple Crown. Well, okay. They're out of shape. Okay. Not too bad. Roddy Piper's left the WWF. Interesting. Okay, imagine if we could bring in the Viper. Don Callis has taken control of the IWF. Well, that brings us to the end of the episode. If you've enjoyed, please drop the video a like. Helps us amazing. If you're new and you're not subscribed, you'd like to, that'd also be amazing. And hopefully, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.